All right, so this is how this saw works. We're setting up a slab, got it on the table. We're gonna mark our Y0 and then our X0 over on that side. Then we're gonna measure it to the end of the slab and tell it how big the slab is. So right now, that's Y0 right there. Come over, I'll hit slab shape, Y position, Y0. So now that's where it's at. And then the size of it, I'm just gonna say 75 inches. I like to leave a little room on the edge. So 75. Okay, Z. So the Z is actually, the blade is touching the slab. That's how I program the Z height. It's important when you're doing miters to get it perfect right there, but so I just input that value, and so that's how far it is off the bottom of the table. And then X position, let's move the Z up. I'll turn the table. Okay. Let's just say about right there. It's X0. So we'll input that value. And this is all according to your work offset, your G50, I think 518 is what it uses on this one, but there's a couple different work offsets you can program. The length, it's the length of the slab. 120, so I'll do 118. 118. Okay, so all looks good. It's all filled out. Hit save slab. It'll give you a code for the slab, and then you can exit. So this is our slab as it sits on the table, and from here we can insert a polygon from a new one, and then from file, which, you know, this machine is networked, so I sent all these polygons. These are different ones that I've cut in the past. This one I have to cut this one out of this slab, so we'll cut this DXF file, and we'll hit toolpath. We'll put the toolpath on the external of the part. There you go, boom, there's your toolpath. Hit exit, confirm, and bam, it's on the screen. So now we can move it around anywhere we want on the slab. And then I gotta cut a backsplash out. I gotta measure it and edit in here. I'll make another video for that. You can also draw polygons on here. You hit new, new polygon right there. You can hit a regular polygon like a square or a circle or whatever you're cutting. The base, I have to make a backsplash that's 66 3/4. And then it's going to be 4 inches tall. Okay, you hit OK. And then it's on the screen. Now you make a toolpath for it. And there you go. Now you can drag that anywhere you want on the slab. Actually, I think you can also lock it. So if you want to save yourself, instead of cutting this and then cutting this, if you want to save yourself a cut, you can lock it, the polygons together, and that way it accounts for the saw kerf. Oh, this collision's on. Do this again. All right, so now it's just going to make one cut there. It's already accounting for the saw kerf, and everything will be dimensionally accurate. But that's all there is to that. And then, yeah, I'll make another video for you too on ordering the cuts. Okay, so ordering the cuts. Go to cutting sequence, and then this way you can put the cuts in order you want it to cut them. Since this countertop is about a 1/2 inch bigger than this backsplash, I'm going to cut out the countertop first so it doesn't cut into the backsplash when it's making these side cuts. So on here it's going to cut this, and then it's going to cut the two sides, and then it's going to cut the back one. So we'll put a pause right there so that we can remove the piece. The saw will stop, and then we'll remove the piece from the table, and then it'll continue on to the backsplash. So it's already made this cut since it's just one cut there. So we'll do that one, and then that one, and then we'll cut the last long cut there. And now the piece is done. So now what you can do is confirm all the cutting. Actually, I'm going to move this so I still have saved some of the slab. Let's move multiple. Right there. Alright. So now you can go confirm cutting. It's calculating all the cutting, so it takes a second. So there we go. We can hit this as a demo. It's a simulation. I'll show you how it's going to cut them. I'll speed it up a little bit so you can see it. Okay, there you go. Paused. Remove it from the table, and then you hit go again. There we go. Now it's all cut out, so we're all good there. We'll go into automatic mode. And we'll go to our programs. This is our slab. Insert it. And there we go. We're going to start cutting this program out. Okay, so we're going to hit go. Cut the program out. It's going 1600 RPM, 6 feet per minute. It's on a 16-inch blade. And at this point, I can completely walk away from the machine. It'll just take care of the rest. A video of it cutting, just so you can see the cutting. Its plunging feed rate is turned way down because I was cutting some quartzite before this, so I have it going at like, I don't know, 6 inches a minute or maybe 12 inches a minute. And you can program it to where like the first 4 or 5 inches of the cut, it'll be like 50% speed, and then it'll speed up, and then at the end it'll slow back down. I know that's important if you're cutting like Decton or anything porcelain. They have that in their rules. It can cut much faster than this. It only has 16 amp draw, so. Nine feet a minute. It's really not doing anything to amps at all. Barely jumped. And it's gonna go for the side cuts now. I think you get the picture.